Hi Mahen, how are you doing today?
Good, Karan.
Yeah, I'm glad to have you at our Edge by Titan X WEI event today. And it's an absolute pleasure meeting the Head of Design for Titan and with specific focus for creative design for Edge. Right? That is amazing. It's an absolute pleasure to have you with us today. Tell me about your position in Titan and what it entails and how you work.
So as you told me, I head the design team of watches and wearable, and my focus is definitely towards the edge. It is, I would say, the pinnacle of watchmaking.
Certainly.
From Titan.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And, I love designing edge watches, really directing the entire proposition of what kind of beautiful watches which we could design.
Sure.
I manage that.
And there certainly are very beautiful watches. I think when the first Edge watch was released in 2002, it set the world on fire. And since then, the following has been amazing. The response has been amazing. What has been your experience from way back when Edge was launched and how it has evolved to today?
So Edge was initially designed for someone who's probably more classic and matured audience. That was the whole proposition of Edge. When our founder, Mr. Desai, has first proposed a slimmest watch in the world, everyone, including the Swiss watch industry, was in awe. Yeah. But they were really surprised that an Indian watchmaker sitting in Hosur, like doing something which is in that space. Yeah.
So, and I think they staunchly refuse to use any of the slimmest quartz movements in their watches, right?
It is, yeah. Wow. And from that position, now we are in a space where we have changed the entire watchmaking business for slimmest watches.
Sure. I think that was one of the driving factors for the other Swiss guys and the independents to start thinking about going for the world records also.
Yes.
Oh, that's amazing. And I believe Edge held that record for many years, right?
Yeah, for close to 5 to 6 years, we were the slimmest watch in the world.
Amazing.
Yeah. Especially, with a thickness of just 3.6 mm. It is, you draw a 2B pencil, a line from
and
that.
That's all there is.
That watch is Edge watch.
Yeah,
so that's the beauty of minimalism.
I think when in our community as well as watch collectors, there's always a mode of respect, a level of respect for Titan Edge. That people say, yes, we love Titan as a brand, we've grown up with it, but Edge holds special value for all of us because it represents how Indian watchmaking we can actually reach for the stars if they choose to. So what's the current vibe at Edge by Titan? What's happening? What's the new materials that you're using, the new watches that you built? Talk to us about that.
So Edge has a very, very distinct line. So there's a classic line and there's something which is classic contemporary line.
Sure.
We also are in the space of innovation. We're trying to innovate with interesting materials like carbon fiber, titanium, and various other interesting materials which we're trying to pitch in Edge. The new line which I'm talking about is, of course, in a space of, I would say, high-tech material, which is pure carbon fiber.
Sure.
It is not forged carbon fiber, it is not a carbon composite, it is the real carbon fiber watch. And this watch has been crafted in that carbon fiber. Imagine a watch where dial is sliced and sliced at the thickness just 0.3 mm.
My God.
And the sapphire glass is just 1 mm. And the entire watch is just 4.4 mm. That's the beauty of carbon fiber watch. So that's just one proposition, but we do have a Grade 5 titanium Edge watch, which is also one of those limited edition watch in GPHG, which we have proposed this time.
Oh, wonderful. And the ceramics. I mean, you've been working with ceramic in the past, but the Squircle you released very recently has kind of set the tone for unisex youth watches too. I think people are now appreciating the colors that you've released for those watches too. I understand when you say that, when Edge was, the product was made for the mature crowd, for people who appreciate that kind of stuff. But with the new Edge colors, with the ceramic materials, man, you're pulling in the young crowd as well.
Edge is into transition and journey. It started with really classic watches, but now it is really contemporary, very fashion forward, very avant-garde.
And as it needs to be, because Edge is actually, they are some of the most expensive watches from the brand, especially the mechanicals. And that's what the the brand needed to do to pull in that kind of crowd that appreciates new age watchmaking. That's how we want the young people to come into the fold as well.
Totally. And imagine a ceramic watch at that thickness. It is unbeatable.
Absolutely.
And especially with those form factor, which is very unique, very pure, yet has a very fashion taste to it.
Right.
I think that we are one of those pieces. We're creating one of those pieces which are just marvelous.
Absolutely, especially the new colors. I mean, I'm looking at that yellow again and again, and I'm like, when do I get to wear it? But okay, circling back to a point you made, the ultra slim edge as well as the squircle, they were sent in as entries to GPHG. So congratulations to Titan and Edge by Titan for making that leap and putting the name of Indian watchmaking on the global map. And not that Titan was unknown before. They were very well known. They're very well regarded and respected. But this is an achievement in itself. What prompted you to do that? What prompted the company and you and the head of product, we'll have a word with him later, to send these as entries to GPHG?
It's one of those community of people who celebrates mastery in excellence, in design, innovation and engineering. And placing your watch in that community, in that forum, for that event is something like you're competing with world's best in the world.
Absolutely.
So we are in that space right now, and probably this is a true testimony that Edge watches are the world's best watches, and we are competing in that space where the elite of Swiss horology is also competing. So it's a sense of achievement for us.
So you know what? 2024, the first entries by Titan. I'm hoping 2025, the first nominations and wins by Titan. Let's hope, fingers crossed for that. Possibly, I'd really look forward to that. What direction is Edge by Titan heading in right now?
So Edge is always a very forward-looking brand. We are experimenting and innovating in interesting materials. We are experimenting and innovating with interesting mechanisms. So we also have an Edge Mechanical, which is India's first, I would say, in-house design Edge Mechanical, which is just 6.6 mm thick, which is some of those masterpieces of mechanical and the real craftsmanship.
In fact, I'm sorry to interject there. I remember from reading somewhere that the first Edge collection, the first 100 pieces, were 5.8 millimeters thick, and then I think. What was the reason for increasing the thickness to 6 and then to 6.6?
So essentially, Edge, we never wanted to compromise on durability of Edge watches. So these watches are super durable. They are crafted for larger performance, and hence those minor increases of tolerances to make it more robust and more.
And you have 30 meters of water resistance because of the
all the
case.
watches are 30 meters.
That's amazing. That's excellent and perfect for everyday use. I mean, sure, you don't want to go swimming with these watches anyway, but I get the meaning of what you're trying to do here.
So the future of Edge lies in innovation, both in terms of mechanical innovation, creating something which is nobody has ever thought about it, and also about innovating in unique materials.
No, the material play is amazing. I'm a fan of materials, and I think you guys are doing a great job here. Tell me something. What has been? I'm sure you get feedback from your customers and buyers. What has been their feedback and perception of Edge?
So, see, the buyers of Edge are, I would say, someone who is looking for mastery in everything. Mastery of engineering, and Edge is the real product.
That's the pinnacle of engineering for us.
It's the pinnacle of engineering. So people who buy Edge, they are lifelong buyers for Edge, because you are into a space where they appreciate the fineness, they appreciate the craftsmanship, and they also appreciate the engineering innovation attached to the Edge. And hence, people who are buying Edge, they just love the product. It's a product which they keep on coming and keep on buying. They keep looking for the newer launches in Edge. So it's a larger community of Edge buyers which we establish in India.
Right. Like I said, there is a level of respect in the community for Edge. Let's quickly touch upon one pet peeve of mine. I truly appreciate the philosophies of Edge, but I don't like quartz movements. So when the Edge Mechanical came out, I was overjoyed. Still, I've been unable to put my money down for it. I think somewhere deep down I'm searching for the automatic Edge. Is that in the pipeline?
So you never know what's the future.
That's a very politically correct answer, and it's okay if you don't want to answer that. That's fine. But that would actually, trust me, pull in so many new buyers, because as a community of watch collectors, we appreciate, somewhere deep down there is a snob value attached to automatic versus quartz. So we're always looking for that step from edge, that oh hey man, we have brought out the first thinnest automatic watch or edge watch. So once that happens, trust me, I'm going to be the first in line to buy those.
But the more and more people I know of, in a world of thinness, everyone prefers a hand-on movement, because first of all, it helps you to reduce the thickness of the watch, and of course the beauty of the mechanism, which you could celebrate in hand-on.
Oh no, absolutely.
Probably automatic, this rotor would hide it. So that's the beauty of edge in that way.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, we've truly been appreciating edge watches for a long time now, and we wish the brand and you personally a lot of success. Just to round everything off, how has it been working for Titan for you?
Titan is a great place to work. This is the place where you could establish your dream and you would achieve it. And it's a part of Tata Group.
Yes.
And the entire value system of Tata Group.
It just flows down from top to bottom, right?
Yeah.
And that speaks volumes. Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. Now that we are associated with Titan in different ways and trying to bring the awareness for Titan and to the mass markets and to watch collecting communities, we see how valuable the brand and the whole family is. Yes. We see that firsthand. Thank you, Mahen, for a wonderful time today.
Pleasure.
Thank you for talking to us and
taking
taking the time.
You.
Absolutely.